We're talking Abby tonight's girls lacrosse. A fantastic year. Becky Davis, talk a little bit about what a group of young ladies, what a season, and a way to represent not only Abby tonight's but District 2.
Yeah, we were really proud this year to go so far for our District 2, which was awesome. The girls just have a great chemistry. They have great attitudes. They work really hard for me each and every day, and I think that was just really the root of why they were so successful.
From last year to this year, did you hone in on a couple of things? Like, hey, for us to take a step in the state, we're going to need to do some different things? Or was it just a continued path of, hey, if we continue to get better, we can compete with the best in the state?
Probably a little bit of both. I think they had confidence coming off of last year. So obviously our first goal was to win districts, and then the second goal was to get that first state win. So for us to get the first state win and a quarterfinal win, the girls were just really excited, super proud of them. We always really pride ourselves on our defense, so that usually helps us be very successful.
Let's talk about local teams and what that battle was like to try to get by them and feel good like, okay, now we could go take that step into the state playoffs.
Yeah, so Crestwood in District 2 is always our biggest challenge. They're really well coached, super athletic, great bunch of girls. So it did come down to neck and neck in that final game in districts. So fortunately we came out on top in overtime. But it was nice that District 2 had two teams going into the playoffs because we both were successful that first round.
You find yourself down there, I think it's the quarterfinal, and you put something together there and put that team away. Talk a little bit about, being able to move on to the semis and the girls responding.
Yeah, well, we had a little knowledge on Upper Moreland since we played them last year in the first round. They have a very strong midfielder that we went against. We went down at half in that quarterfinal, and then the girls really just through determination and grit were able to come out, put together the game plan, and we had a really nice second half in that game.
Let's take us through the defense first. Some of those names on this squad, girls playing well for you all season long.
So our whole defensive unit was pretty much the same from last year to this year, so it's nice that we had that consistency going through. We have a really strong goalie with Sophia as she goes first team with our conference. We have two other first team defenders with Leanna Waters and Riley Yanko. But then we have, the other two round us out really nice. We have another senior, Mara Pivarato, and then a junior, Harper Palman. So they're just they have great communication back there, and the type of high pressure defense that we run it's really required.
Midfield and offensively, let's talk about the squad there, girls being able to finish for you.
So midfield, we have a great draw control unit. They were super successful for us throughout the season and into the playoffs. And a lot of those girls tend to be our leading scorers as well, between Allie Rothenberger and Sadie Gilbert and Morgan Davis. They're the ones that usually are on that draw circle for us. They were able to see each other. We had a ton of assisted goals this year, which is nice. We don't have any one person getting the entire job done.
And look at Abby tonight's sports program. It's just off the charts. You see things with the college and okay, they have so many good teams, but Abby tonight's would have to be considered one of the best teams overall with all their sports in District 2, I would think, in Northeast Pennsylvania. What they've done, every sport that just seems to be success. Talk about being able to. You get somebody in lacrosse, you're hoping you're keeping, but it could be a track athlete, it could be a different sport that they like. But I'm sure that these girls coming up, you want to kind of keep them in your program. It's nice to see overall for Abby tonight's have that much success.
Yeah, as a department overall, we've been super fortunate. Lots and lots of teams have had great seasons this year. For us, it's a matter of girls playing at a younger age. And we're seeing those benefits now that they're coming up through youth programs and they're playing and they're fully invested in lacrosse. It's not just their second sport that they've picked up as a high school student.
About going forward, let's talk about, you feel pretty strong about, hey, we still got some stuff to do here at Abby tonight?
Yeah, I definitely do. We lose some key players. Every year is a building year, right? You have to replenish and revisit what you have and what you can do. But I certainly think we have the capability of always being a contender within the district. And I think this year we show we can hold our own in states too.
You talk about lacrosse in general. People always talk about Philly and the strength of what they could do. But District 3 has some teams as well. But talk a little bit about, you feel like we're at that point where I don't know if the word is caught up, but we have talent now, and we could get them to that next level, and maybe where some of these young ladies or guys want to be.
Yeah, I think it's amazing that we can put teams out there right now that can really compete against District 3 and most importantly District 1, because those programs have been in existence since I was in high school. So it's nice to see that in a short amount of time we've taken this sport from its infancy into like a highly competitive group of girls that can really do well in states.
Congratulations on an awesome year.
Thanks so much.